everyone. So tonight we have a new spirited vessel. Tonight should be a little interesting, and I will tell you why. So here we have Jack. I named the vessels, not the spirits. So here we have Jack. Jack has a very sweet energy. Now, as you can see behind Jack right there, I just picked her up today. And quite a few things have happened since she's been here. One of those things was an eye blinked. She's the kind of doll that when you lay her down and you sit her up, the eyes open and close. Well, she was sitting up and one of the eyes blinked. Also, I left the room. I came back in. Now she's in a high chair, right? So she's sitting in a high chair. When I came back into the room, now let me backtrack a little bit. Usually, when I bring home spirited vessels, and I have a very strong feeling that there is a spirit that is using that vessel, what I will do is I will clean them up. I'll put new clothes on them, clean clothes, make the vessels look cute. So I did that. I did her hair. I put new clothes on her, cleaned up her high chair, cleaned up her. And so when I left the room and I came back, a sock. Now I have the sock pulled up over the leg. The sock was on the floor and she was sitting all the way forward in the high chair. She doesn't move. So it was very odd to see her, what I'm saying is that she's not automated. She doesn't have a mechanism that makes her move. So it was very weird, and she sits back in the chair. So it was very weird to see her sitting all the way forward and the sock pulled off of the pant leg and off of the foot onto the floor. I hear knocking. So I don't know if we're going to have this spirit also trying to interact with these tools as well. So we will see what happens. Because she's new here today, I don't know what's going to happen. So we will see. So I want to start off by saying that any EVPs can be found on my Facebook group. It's called Soulful Keepers, and I'll put it in the description. Soulful Keepers, the Spirit Vessel Chronicles. Any EVPs are posted there. With that being said, hi Jack. I will tell you my name because everybody around here calls me something different between babe and mom and all that. So my actual name isn't used very often. So hi Jack, I'm Nicole, and I'm going to ask you a few questions today to try and get to know you better and try to learn some more information about you and get your story. And I have a whole bunch of different tools that you can use and interact with. None of these tools will hurt you. Nothing here will cause you harm. It is just so I know that you're here with me. So I have an EVP recorder, which is up here. And the EVP recorder, if you talk into it when I play it back, thank you, by the way, I will be able to hear your voice. The flashlight, which is right up by your head, you turn it, it'll turn on, it'll turn off, depending on which direction you turn it. I have two blinky balls, one blinky ball here, one blinky ball here, and if you touch them, they will blink different colors. And then as you already figured out, the little white disc, it's a motion sensor, so when you stand next to it, it'll go off. This thing right here is an EMF detector, so if you stand next to it, it'll make the lights flash. I also have my laser grid, which the last time I used the laser grid, the batteries drained really, really fast. So I don't think I'm going to keep it on. I think I'll just use it at moments. I have my thermal imaging camera, which I will use at moments as well. And then I have my spirit box. And you can talk through the spirit box when I turn it on. So we will get started. And per usual, I have my questions and my paper here so I can take notes as we move forward. also want to mention, don't mind the bag in the back. So I have a bag hanging there. Don't mind it. So we are going to begin, and you can, I would, thank you. If you can answer in the EVP recorder, that way when I listen back, I'll be able to hear your answers. But you can also use the tools to answer as well. We can always use the flashlight for yes, no questions. You can use the EMF detector to let me know whether you want to answer that question, like if it's a yes, no, or anything like that. You can use the blinky balls to respond, however you choose. So what is your actual name? Where are you from? Are you a child? If you are a child, are you a little boy? Are you a little girl? Are you an adult? If you are an adult, are you a man? Are you a woman? What year did you pass away? When you crossed over, what was the first thing you saw? Did someone greet you when you crossed over? If someone greeted you, who was it? Do you have unfinished business here? If you do have unfinished business, what do you need to do? Do you interact with the other spirits here? Are you the spirit that plays with the music box? Do the cats see you? Is there anything you want to say? Okay, let me turn on my thermal imaging camera. Just scanning the room, that's all, just to see if there is anything here. So what we will do now is we will use the spirit box. Sometimes, you know, it's easier for them to use the spirit box. Creates white noise, and so it's easier for them to speak through it. And also, I don't know what has been left for EVPs. I have to listen back. So, Jack, once I turn this on, it's going to be very loud. It's going to be very, I don't know how to describe it, except for staticky. But you can talk through it. And so sometimes I don't always hear the responses right away because it is very loud. I have to listen back and be able to hear the responses, but sometimes I can hear the responses in real time. So if you talk through this, I will be able to hear your responses, whether it be now or whether it be when I listen back. So I'm going to turn this on. Be forewarned, it is loud. Very loud. Thank you. So let me grab my book here. What is your actual name? Where are you from? Are you a child? If you are a child, are you a little girl or a little boy? Are you an adult? Are you a man or a woman? What year did you pass away? Just so you know, the year right now is 2023. When you crossed over, what was the first thing you saw? Did someone greet you when you crossed over? If someone greeted you, who was it? Do you have unfinished business here? say my name back to me? My name is Nicole. Can you tell me what the name of your vessel is? Is there anything that you would like to say? Okay, I'm going to shut this off now. It is very loud. It's very, very loud. So, can you give me a sign that you're here, Jack? You can use any of the tools that are on the table to let me know that you are still here. And I will say this about Jack. I do believe that Jack is a small child. And sometimes when you're dealing with children and you have all of these things around them, especially depending on the way that they passed, they might get afraid. And they might be afraid to interact with any of these things because maybe they're afraid it'll hurt them, especially if they're not from this time. They don't know what this stuff is. They might be a little apprehensive to use any of this stuff. So I'm just going to use this laser grid real quick. Okay. So it does seem that Jack is a little quiet tonight. And that's okay. I'm going to listen to the Spirit Box session. I'm going to listen to the EVPs. Any EVPs will be able to be found on the Facebook group. I don't know how to include EVPs on a YouTube video. I am not tech savvy. I know how to upload a video. I know how to cut down clips with if I could speak English, that'd be great, with the program. So I can like go in and cut clips and listen real close and take out background noise and things like that. I can operate that. when it comes to any fancy stuff on YouTube, I am not good at it. So any EVPs will be found on the Facebook group. I will put the Facebook group in the description. Also, any spirit box responses, anything like that, they will be time stamped in the description. So if you want to just fast forward to the to the parts where there's responses, you can always just click on the timestamp in the description, and it'll bring you right to it. So until next time, this has been a paranormal interview with Sweet Jack here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.